Hello.
Alrighty, here we go. Hey guys, this might be episode 2 or 3, depending on if I can edit the one where you're all inappropriate and the other ones. You and Christian. I didn't really do an introduction last time. We just kind of started talking, and I'm just gonna put your names in the titles, I guess. I don't know, because last time I didn't introduce who was who.
J. Mike.
J. Mike.
Yeah.
We got Brian and Julian, or J. Mike and Black Legend.
Yeah.
No,
Depending
what
on how
was
they
it? You
go.
changed the new one.
No, I kept it.
Oh, you're gonna keep that? Right?
No, you're not. Whatever, Night Brawler.
Nope.
No. What was that gonna be? Your YouTube channel or what?
I don't know.
Your rap name?
No.
No. So you're that's a rap name for you, right? Not
Yeah.
just a YouTube channel name?
No.
How many songs do you have written now?
Like full songs.
Yeah, I got a couple of full songs that I haven't got recorded yet. But most of my stuff is mostly just ideas. So if I write a song that's not fully, it's not oh, I'm gonna put this song out. It's just ideas.
Oh, okay.
Working on vocabulary, basically.
Oh, just practice. So they're not full length songs, but they're still kind of songs?
Yeah, jotting down, basically.
Yeah, just kind of getting the rhythm of things.
Yeah.
That's cool. I forget, I had a bunch of stuff I was going to say, but it's the weird thing about the camera is the second it goes on, my mind just goes blank. That's what happened when I do gaming videos. I'm oh yeah, this, I have all these good ideas. Second I go live or a live stream, just
But
you
should write them down.
Huh?
You should write them down.
Yeah, well,
Board right there.
I did write them down one time, you remember that?
Yeah.
And then someone kept reading over my shoulder before I got to them and just blurting them out. Remember that podcast?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because I had certain times where I wanted to do each of them, and Brian kept going, do this one now. I'm I was going to do that one later, but now you already kind of spoiled it. Are you starting your YouTube channel up?
I don't know yet.
Why
I
not?
was doing gaming videos, but I don't really play Xbox anymore, so... Or that as much as I did before.
You can get that on your phone, right? Upload it?
That's how I did it.
How long of a video can you make on Xbox?
Well, I would have, recorded. Every time I would do, a trick shot or get a good
just be
clip, I
clips?
would, and I just put them all in one video.
Oh, yeah. What app do you use that you do it so well? To edit all that?
I just...
Because I can't find a good video editing app on my phone to...
And all the video editing apps has their...
I don't have it on this phone now because I got a new one, but
Yeah, the little watermark.
Yeah.
Or you gotta pay for them, which is dumb.
I think U-Cut or
Called U-Cut?
yeah, or there's another one that I use, but I can't find it.
So how long do you think till you have a full-length song?
I mean, I got a few. It usually takes me if I'm really in the mood, if I'm just I'm just gonna write a song.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna write a full song in 2 or 2.5 hours.
Do you do it on beats that are already made, popular beats, or do you make your own?
I kind of just look up free beats
Oh, yeah.
because in my head I have a rhythm down, but when I go and download an app to make a beat that can go with my song, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work out well.
I usually use oh sorry.
No, go ahead.
I usually use InShot or U-Cut.
InShot and U-Cut?
Yeah.
And they don't leave a watermark on your videos?
What's that?
It's their little logo in the corner?
Nope.
Wow.
I think if you know how some videos have the blur on the sides?
Of yours?
No,
Oh yeah, I know.
say say you'll have the video and then the blur will be on the sides of the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll if you have the blur on the sides, it'll put it, but if you don't, it'll.
I gotta look, because everything I use on my phone always has something.
Yeah.
Or you gotta pay for it. It's $4. I'm eh.
Yeah, these ones.
My editor on my
Good.
computer keeps crashing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if my computer is on its way out or what. But yeah, especially when I have to edit videos where people are inappropriate the whole time. Yeah, it was mostly Christian, because I remember at the end of that one, I might upload it if I can get it good enough. But at the end of that one, both Brian and I were "Stop! Just stop!" And he just kept going, and we're we got to cut the whole thing out. The whole ending of this podcast is gonna be nothing. But yeah, what was I about to ask you? Oh yeah, I was thinking because YouTube has a whole library of like different songs and stuff that you can use, and you can do so. It's what's it called? No attributions acquired.
Right.
You can check that box off, so you don't have to like, say anything. You can just use the beat.
Yeah.
And then you can select like the genre, the mood, and all that. So you could do like hip hop beats or whatever, and then just like rap to that.
Yeah, I've seen that before. And like never just did it though. I kind of looked it up.
Yeah, you haven't fully done it.
You should get one of those like electric keyboards, like the
drum pads, like with the like little squares, and you hit it. And, like,
yeah. You should get one, or what are those called? It's like a piano, but it's not. It's like
it's a keyboard.
Yeah,
you should do.
Should get one of those.
That'd be cool if you got like really good at making beats and freestyling. You freestyle the beat while you like are making up the lyrics on the spot.
like
be like the first person.
multitasking.
Be the first person to do that. Be like making the song like as you do it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Apparently, I saw an interview of Lil Wayne. Apparently, he doesn't write anything down. He just goes into the booth and just every one of his songs are off the top of his head.
Yeah, I know
that.
rappers like that. It's weird. It's like, cool. So you're gonna walk into the studio and have no idea what you're trying to do, but at the same time,
but they
it's like,
probably just do it so much.
yeah, if you're really like in the mood, then go ahead. But it's so weird. Like, I don't know. I stick with it, writing it down.
Yeah, like Eminem, he says he writes every single thing down.
Yeah.
I saw this video and it was Eminem admitting to being gay.
Oh, that's from.
Yeah, that's from a movie. That's from
The Interview.
Yeah, the interview
With Seth Rogen and James Franco.
Yeah, he was in an interview.
No, it was in the movie The Interview. It was as a joke. I don't think he really is.
No.
And then who else they have? Nicki Minaj said something else which was like funny.
Yeah.
That whole movie was so like controversial because it was about Kim Jong-un. They're trying to get an interview with him, and I forget the whole movie, but like stuff they would do and say that everybody's like, this movie's gonna make us go to war with like Kim Jong-un.
I heard something. I was watching this interview with Eminem, and I think it was like the 60-minute thing.
Oh yeah.
That show, and he wanted to buy a watch, but it was like wicked expensive.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah, but he already had millions and millions of dollars, and he wanted to see if he can afford it, because and back then he didn't know like the whole money and taxes thing apparently.
Yeah,
like that.
He called his accountant. He's like, "Can I afford this watch?" And they're
Yeah.
like, "Do you know who you are?"
But instead, he got a $100 G-Shock watch.
Yeah, I don't think it was instead. I think he did get the expensive watch,
Yeah.
but then years later, he was just like that. Yeah, this watch is only $30.
It looks good too.
Yeah, it looks a lot fancier than it is, but I would never spend a lot of money on anything like that. Like
Yeah.
$30 is expensive for me. Like my last watch I had was $12, and it looked. People were like, "Wow, where'd you get?" It stopped ticking. I still have it, but it's gold and has a leather strap.
Yeah.
And I'd go out places. People were like, "Wow, like you spent a lot of money on that." I'm like, "Oh yeah, $12 on Amazon."
Yeah.
And it comes in like a fancy case and everything. Just I gotta put batteries in it, so I gotta bring it to a place. This one I bought and it actually broke right away. The pin fell out. That's the day we went to T-Bone's.
Where?
And I had it right here. And my watch fell right off, and the pin was on the floor. The new T-Bones when we went, remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the first and last time I wore this watch. This is the second time ever I'm wearing this watch.
Wow. I got a watch, and it came with like different straps. Like it came with a red strap and a white strap.
Oh yeah.
So I tried changing it over, but like the pin that fell out on yours, it wouldn't come out, so I couldn't change it.
Do you have the watch? I have a whole kit now. I bought a whole kit to fix this.
I don't know where that watch went.
Yeah, I got the pin that was the right size, and I banged it in. It just fell out again because I think the hole was broken.
There's a square on my face.
Yeah, because it's auto-focusing. They're not going to see that when I upload it. That's just the camera doing that. Creepy, right?
Wow.
It's like the robot. They have no clue what we're talking about. Right now we're looking at the screen with a camera. Oh yeah, and eventually I want to upload this to like other places, so it might just be audio other places. Like YouTube will get the video, but other places might just get the audio.
Yeah,
so
that's
like
what I was talking about when I was asking you later.
Yeah, it's going to be both, but
Earlier.
so like if you're talking about something visual, try to explain it too, so people who are just like in their car listening can like, Anyways, yeah, what we were talking about, we can see it's on my face now. We can see ourselves in the camera.
Not mine, because I got a hat on.
You got a gray
Oh, I
square.
do?
Yeah, we all got a square. And the camera's auto-focusing on our face right now. It's kind of weird. These cameras are probably doing it too.
I forgot about those cameras.
Oh, nice and professional.
Yeah.
This is probably going to be a one-time thing because Papa's going to want his cameras back. But if it works out good, I might invest in some more cameras.
That probably has.
Where did you think Papa let you buy them from him?
Buy them from... No, because he uses them.
Oh.
That one he likes for like Christmas and holidays and stuff.
Yeah,
that one...
That looks like a really good one.
That one is from work. That one's the same one I bought. We didn't even... It was an accident. We didn't mean to buy the thing. I like how I said... Oh, we gotta make it so it's both audio and visual, and now we're just pointing out things around the room they can't see. Like, they can't even see it on camera because we're pointing at the cameras.
Yeah. Yeah, we got cameras surrounding us.
Yeah. Professional.
Yep.
Hopefully. These ones lasted the whole, when we were opening up gifts. Mm-hmm. So I think they can last the whole podcast. That one, the phone, I'm worried about. And I'm worried about uploading it.
Is that one even recording?
Julian...
Yeah, that's recording.
Didn't you get a lot of views on a YouTube video before? Like, over, like, 1.5k views?
No, it was 4.3 thousand views because I...
For what?
Gameplay on GTA.
It was like a...
Did you keep it
like
up?
a 10-second long video and you got, like, 4,000 views on it.
You still have it up?
Yeah.
What's the YouTube channel?
J Mike Digan, JaymikeDigan.
He already knows, spell it out and everything.
Yeah.
He's been practicing.
That's my old channel, but I have a new channel. I just made a new account like a few months ago.
Do you still have your old channel?
What?
You still have your old channel?
Yeah. But I want to try to get, because my newer channel is called just J Mike.
Oh, yeah.
I want to try to put like all my music on that one.
Yeah, and then gameplay on the other one.
Right, yeah, or just vlogs on that one.
I like how you're already ready, like, you spell it out and everything, so when you get future interviews... I
knew that question was coming.
You got anything? Any socials? YouTube, Instagram, Facebook?
Follow me on The Real J Mike 603.
On Instagram?
Yep, Instagram.
Nice. I'm just Stormscarnage on everything. I want to eventually get Stormscarnage to be like, you know how like PewDiePie, like his name is like that's his fake name. Mm. Like I don't want to be Stormscarnage. I want Stormscarnage to be like a production company.
Right.
And I'm just the guy that kind of like runs it. Yeah. But I want other people to slowly be involved.
I would say my YouTube channel name, but I'm still debating if I want to change my name or not. So I mean I don't want to say it now. And when you post
what are your options?
So
people can steal it before you do it.
Well, you're not gonna post it before I do.
How do you know?
Because you're not gonna post this for like at least a couple of days.
All right, so say it.
No.
Say your your ideas. What am I doing? Hold on.
Anyway.
Wait, keep talking. I forgot to do the lighting.
Oh. Yeah, we don't have any lights turned on for the people who are. Oh.
It's better.
Yeah, that's good.
See, nice white lighting, nice even. We're not yellow really anymore. Kind of are still yellow, but it gives it a better vibe.
You should get a Keurig down here.
Keurig? We used to have one when we did the old podcast.
Oh yeah, I was over there.
We had a Keurig and a toaster.
Yeah.
It's weird when people have lights like this because they could be filming at like midnight and it's pitch black, but it looks like daytime. Yeah,
nice white lights. Yeah, eventually I want to, like, if I ever got, like, big on YouTube, I'd get, like, a studio, like, on the way in. Yeah, like, donuts on the table for people, my guests coming in, like, Keurig, you know. Come on in, you know, nice, relax. Mini fridge with, like, maybe, like, beer or something for the older people.
That's what you should do. If you do get a house, you should, like, in the basement or something, make a studio.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And use, like, sliding doors, like the ones out there, like, with thick glass.
Oh, yeah, so people can, like, sit around and watch the podcast
What about that, you should make a studio like the guys that we were watching one time. There was like a couch and then 2 seats.
Oh, the Rooster Teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they just kind of have like a couch and then they have 2 chairs like this facing. And each person has like a mic and it felt like a living room, but it's a set.
Oh, yeah.
And the logos in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want it to feel like you're not on a podcast just relaxing.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole kind of reason I like podcasting is like, yeah, I want to do other things that are like kind of hard, but like watching people like make millions of dollars just basically chilling out with their friends. Hey guys, what's up? Like,
yeah. I'm
like, wow. How's your coffee there?
Empty.
Empty. I was surprised that you liked it because like.
I put extra hazelnut or whatever it was when you.
I know.
Downstairs.
You put more in?
Yeah.
So usually I put like a few spoonfuls of the hazelnut in my coffee, but Brian just poured like a mountain, and I'm like, oh, you're not gonna like that.
Yeah.
But you put more on?
Smelled more like hot chocolate than thick coffee.
I know. Plus you put like 3 scoops of coffee. It was like almost black.
And like 5 of sugar.
How fast is your heart racing right now? You're probably gonna have a heart attack.
Is that we're like looking out there, or we're talking to each other, and we don't know he's passed out back there.
Yeah, just like.
Yeah.
Your mic's so far away from you. We're gonna be nice and loud. You're gonna be like, oh, so look out.
ASMR.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking. So with your hairstyle, right?
Yeah.
It's like down. You should do like, see how Julian's hat is, but
No.
do that with your hair. Just spike it straight forward, so you constantly have a visor.
Oh yeah.
If you, I guarantee you go to school that week, the next week everybody will be doing it.
Like Jimmy Neutron.
Brian's just straight face looking at me.
He's like, yeah. What's the money for it? What do I get for it?
Yeah.
You get all the views, whatever you make off the TikTok video of you walking through school like that.
If we had a basement at my house, that would definitely make a studio. Like
Yeah,
a
that'd be
podcast
cool.
area.
We should make
Well-
another shed.
I mean, if you didn't have so many pipes and stuff on your floor and whatnot, like that pipe going across,
Yeah.
you could put like the rubber padding. They can buy these rubber, like, it's almost like puzzle pieces, but they're rubber. And you put them all over the floor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, our floor is so like,
Uneven.
yeah, uneven.
Well, you could probably fix that somehow. Like,
Yeah.
you know, just like put something under it enough where the puzzle pieces are nice and flat.
Right.
What?
I was seeing the time.
Oh, 20 minutes, but you gotta count us figuring out stuff at the
So
beginning.
like 15 minutes.
We should do this in the barn until it's built. Cause there's an electric heater in there.
Well, you need electricity
Yeah, there is electricity in there.
to plug everything into. Enough outlets.
There is.
There is.
We're
There's
go-
like 3.
We're
of
gonna be
those.
freezing.
Yeah.
But you don't want to leave all this stuff out there because it'll get damp. All the electronics will get ruined.
Right.
You need it so it doesn't get damp or something. A really good dehumidifier.
Cause like, yeah, use all the outlets for that.
But that would be a good story to tell, like starting in like a barn in your house.
Oh yeah, you ever see like the picture of like where Harley Davidson started? It was like a barn. Apple started in a garage. The guy who made Barbie started in a garage. And there was like Amazon. The guy did it out of his garage.
That'd be cool if we had a garage.
Yeah, that's why we're not successful. No garages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a basement. So, who is your favorite rapper?
I got a few. It's right now. It's Tech 9. But like I got like a lot of favorite rappers. It's hard to choose just one.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot. Like,
Yeah, I've always like thought of that question. Like,
I started listening to one of the rappers that my dad listens to.
who?
Recognize.
That's the guy's name?
Mm-hmm.
Recognize?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's WR. It's not just R.
I don't recognize that name. No, no offense to whoever that is. I've actually never heard that. Is he older? He's
Well,
a
I
newer
don't know.
person?
He's probably like in his
He's
30s, 40s,
He's
something like
got
that.
2 kids.
Huh.
He's got twins.
Maybe I know him if I've seen him. Like, I know all the other guys you've talked about,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I actually don't know that guy. That's weird. But I've always, like, thought of, like, if I ever were to get famous, like, if I was, like, in an interview, and they're like, oh, so what celebrities, like, inspired you to get famous? I'm
Yeah.
like, that's, like, a hard choice to, like, choose from.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to hurt the other one's feelings.
Yeah,
like,
because, like, I saw an interview with Shaquille O'Neal, and they asked him that. It's like, who's his favorite, like, basketball players? And I think another one was, like, favorite rappers. And he's like, all right, I can't really choose, like,
Oh wait,
top
not
three.
recognize.
So he's like, I'll choose top 3 of every, like, city or whatever, you know.
Not recognize.
What?
Wrong person. Hold on.
Who is it?
Ritz?
No. Well, I sometimes him, but hold on. Mercules.
Mercules?
Hercules.
Yeah.
Is that like Hercules?
Basically, but
Is he really strong?
no.
Does he have really strong lyrics?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Snack the Ripper. He's
I do
really
not
good.
listen to recognize.
You guys said you don't like Hobson, right?
No.
No.
No? How come?
I don't really know.
He
the,
does stuff with
like,
Tech 9.
I don't really know the story to it, but all I know is my dad entered the Don't Funk Up Our Beats contest,
Yeah.
and that's like basically all I know. And then it's like something like I don't know. I think something happened with him. in Hobson. I don't know.
Is that like the funk volume place?
Yeah.
Well, like, Hobson doesn't even like that anymore. You see his newest songs, he's trying to sue him.
Yeah.
Because they screwed him over too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know very much about any of that. I just know a few of his songs I thought were pretty good.
So if you do like write a song and post it on YouTube, do you have to pay to own that song?
Well, you probably should before you upload it if it's like a legit song. Mommy probably knows about that stuff because she copyrighted her business names.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to get like the rights to it because like if you don't, then people can freely take it, I guess. But,
What about like
but I think if it is your YouTube video on your channel, that's already a thing. Like
original.
you could. I think you could like get them for that because they stole it from your channel.
no, but like they could steal your lyrics, like if you don't own it.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know
Or
the
people, or if that
legality.
guy's more famous and you're just not. He says your lyrics and everybody likes it.
Yeah, they'll assume it's him. Yeah, that's the tricky part about that stuff.
Yeah.
I think it happens that even if you do have it legal, like you'll see like
That's why I still like CDs. Because if you're giving out CDs and the person you trust the most
yeah,
giving you CDs and they give it to their friends and their friends and their friends, it's a CD. You can't be like, oh, hey, this is me, because they they know your voice, but if you hear me, they're going to be like, oh, dude, that's not you.
yeah. Well, if they steal your lyrics, they'll say it. But that's the same thing with YouTube. You can just be like, well, I posted my video in 2018. You posted your video 2019, so obviously I was first.
Yeah.
Same thing with CD. It's like I made mine first. But even like nowadays, you see like, I think if it's after a certain length, it's illegal or something. Because I hear rappers all the time now like saying lyrics. Like I heard a guy, I'm not gonna say who it is, but I was listening to him like, oh, this is pretty good. I'm like, sounds familiar, and I replayed the part, and I'm like, why does that sound so familiar? And I replayed it again. I go, wait, that's a whole line from 50 Cent's song. I'm like, that came out like a decade ago. I'm like, but people are thinking this guy made it because he's famous on TikTok now, and it's like, okay. And then there's another guy that did that. I think it was with 50 Cent again, but it was a different guy, and I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't know if they got the rights to use it, but it was like, it's a different song, but the whole middle part of their song was the same lyrics. So I'm like, 90% of the song is somebody else's song.
Right.
I'm like, how are you making money off of it?
I was thinking, like, what about like your name? Like, if you like say somebody on your YouTube channel and they saw your Stormscarnage name, could they use that and then like, do you have to get the rights to that, or can like
copyright the name? Yeah, like Mummy, same thing. She copyrighted her business name, but I think there's different levels to it. It's like you can turn your YouTube channel into a business, and nobody else can use that name in your state. And I think there's other things where nobody can use the name at all, and I think you pay more for that. I don't know off the top of my head. That's what I heard from other people that like are copyrighted their business.
And
name.
what if, say, like you've had Stormscarnage, what if you wanted to get that name copyrighted and somebody else already has it?
Then you can't do it. If somebody else already copyrighted it, then
But didn't you have that for years? Like, what if you really wanted to copyright it really badly, and you've had it for years, and then you're just like, nope.
Yeah, that sucks. You'd have to figure it out. Like other people do with their big channels. Like someone would take their Twitter. Like I remember when Twitter kind of blew up, a lot of people took big YouTubers' names right off the bat to get popular, and the YouTubers had to buy their name back.
That's what people do on TikTok. They see like, I don't even know. Like they just see whoever has a verification mark.
Yeah.
And then they make like a fan page, but they don't put fan page. They put it in their bio, so people are not paying attention to that.
Oh, they
and
think it's them.
Follow anyway, so now that person's verified, and it's like.
That's why I stuck with Stormscarnage instead of like my name or anything for YouTube, because nobody has it on any social media.
Yeah.
Like Stormscarnage is like so specific, I guess, that like I can get my name on anything, and it's like there's no numbers after it. It's just Stormscarnage, nice, simple, and that's it.
Right.
And that's why I like about the name. Like I can't really think of another name. Like I thought, oh, they're like company names, like production company names or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's like on 3 different social medias I got it, but like 2, someone already took it, and it's like I can't think of anything original. So I'm like, I don't know. I guess I'll just stick with Stormscarnage.
And there's like millions of people who has the name J Mike.
Yeah.
Because I've looked up J Mike, and it's like this guy from 1920, or J Mike this, or I don't know, but I've looked it up before, and like a lot of people have that name, but if I have that name in my area where I am from,
Yeah,
then people will know me because of that name.
they
where
know
I'm
it's
from.
you. Yeah,
But if I go to like across the country or something, and somebody else is named J Mike, they're gonna be like, oh, but that's this guy's name.
yeah.
So it's confusing.
That's one thing about Stormscarnage is like how specific it is. That if I type it in on Google or YouTube, only one thing pops up above my name, and it's the Storms of Carnage Black Panther video.
Yeah, when I look up your YouTube channel one time, I'm like, but that's not.
Yeah, and then after that, it's my channel. I'm
Yeah.
like, just because it has more views, but the fact that I'm not like a big YouTuber and my channel pops up at all when you type it in is like, all right, this is a good name. It's gonna pop up. People that are really smart is put A, like start your name with A, so it's always the first thing that pops up. Like this guy, forget his name. I think it was just like AAA or something like that. So on Spotify, it's always the first thing that pops up because it's A.
Yeah.
Well, I've been like, I either want to keep, like, I don't know what I want to do, because if I do like vlogs or like just something like that, or do something else on YouTube, then I might want to just keep it as like Brian Hanlon Jr. 08, like on my Instagram and TikTok. But if I don't, I don't know if I'm gonna keep my name that I have on Xbox or change it, because Brian Hanlon Jr. 08 won't go on Xbox. You can only use like.
Well, why do you need your Xbox name to be your YouTube name?
Because I want to like all the things to be the same.
I know a lot of YouTubers that don't do that. Like they'll just be on Twitch with their YouTube name, and they'll be like, "Oh, my Xbox name is this. Like, hit me up, like or whatever." But what I was gonna say about vlogs. What I learned about vlogs, unless you're a big YouTuber, you got to make your vlogs about something. Like I'm starting to vlog again, and it's about me building my YouTube channel up. If you're just doing a day in the life thing, unless you're a big YouTuber that already has fans, no one's gonna care. You're gonna get no views.
Yeah.
You're just gonna be a kid like every other kid.
Because some of my vlogs are like, either, like I have a vlog from a few years ago, I think 2019.
Yeah.
When I used to live in Henniker, there was like this cave, like made out of like big boulders,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, I found this awesome cave, and I only get like 20 views.
So I had vlogs, right? And I forget how many views I would get on all of them. But I'd spend days recording them, hours and hours editing them, making them super cool, no views. I did a vlog, and it's like a 10-second clip of me in the mall bathroom, and I'm bobbing my head. Well,
I remember that.
yeah, I called it pooping to a beat.
Yeah.
And I just bobbing my head to the song, and then a guy starts peeing next to me, and I kind of look like
Yeah.
that at the stall, and that's it. It got 1,000 views. I'm like, what? That got 1,000 views
I know.
out of all the
It's like,
things.
it's so annoying.
I was
People, like, you could punch somebody in the face and that person would be in hospital, and it's like, oh, million views.
Yeah,
But if I'm sitting here actually trying to make a living, it's like, oh, you get no views.
yeah. No one cares. Yeah, who
Yeah.
cares?
I was also thinking about doing like unboxing videos,
Yeah, those
having like a
super
camera right
popular.
here facing down on the table, and then just unboxing things.
Yeah,
Like
that's
something satisfying to watch.
people love that. That's blowing up. I know a guy I used to work with his wife. I'm not gonna say who he is or what he was when he worked with me because that'd be too specific. But I'm just gonna say his wife. Ooh, watch out! Don't pull that wire. His wife would buy really expensive pocketbooks, and then she would do unboxing of the pocketbook and reviews of the pocketbook, and she'd make enough money off of that to pay for that pocketbook. She wasn't making a living on it, but she'd make enough money to basically get the pocketbook for free.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's smart
I like to
too.
look up reviews on, like, hip-hop CDs,
Yeah,
and, like, so I can, like, know which ones to get and which ones not to get, but also to see which ones are good, because when I buy hip-hop CDs, it's to collect them for now,
yeah,
so that when I'm older, I can, like, revisit and re-listen to everything.
yeah. When you're on MTV Cribs
Yeah.
for being famous, you can be like, this is my collection.
The other day I got Mobb Deep's Infamous, I think it's called,
Oh yeah,
just for one song, just for that Shook Ones Part 2 song.
yeah,
I don't know any other song on it, but I am like collecting hip hop CDs and stuff so that later on I can be like, oh, I know this song now.
Yeah, I think that's more satisfying. Like I remember I had a whole wall of DVDs. And it's just like satisfying. Like when you go to pick a movie, like look at the cover, look at the case, and that kind of makes me like I want to get a record player like you guys did.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it'd be more satisfying than just having it on your phone. Like you got your record player going in the corner, some friends over, hanging out, instead of like a phone on a thing playing through a speaker. I don't know.
Like when you're going through like the VHSs and you're like, oh, I forgot about this movie.
Yeah, I remember in Derry we had a whole VHS thing, like the doors folded open.
Yeah.
And it's like all these old movies. I just feel like physical things are like more satisfying. Like you can like, they're actually there.
Brad, remember when Daddy made us cheeseburgers or something and you spit it out in the trash? And you're like, I'm done, I ate it all. I used to do that all the time. I used to do that here.
That's so random.
Because I was just thinking of something.
Yeah.
When you were talking about, oh, I remember this. So like in my head now, I'm thinking back.
Oh yeah.
We our dad made us hot dogs and asparagus, but it was like canned asparagus or something.
Oh.
And the bread got soggy, and he was like, when you're done eating, come get me, and you can go in your room.
No, go outside.
Yeah, go outside. So I put like half the hot dog in my mouth, chewed it, and then he walked upstairs, and I went in the bathroom, I spit out, flushed the toilet.
I could just see like, you like it? Yeah. You're watching him weave, and then as he's going.
Yeah.
That's why you guys need to get a dog.
I did that in this bathroom here.
Oh, when you lived here?
Yeah.
I remember one time, there was something that I didn't like, and I asked before, like right when we started eating dinner. He's like, I'm like, after we're done eating, can we just go outside? He's like, yeah. I shoved everything in my mouth and just spit it out in the woods.
Oh. You like it? Yeah. Gross. That's why you guys need to get a dog.
Everything on the
don't like it. Just lean the plate down a bit.
I can literally
like in the doggy trail.
I'm not even joking. There was so much food in my mouth. It was touching the back of my throat, and I was gagging while it was in my mouth.
Throw up.
Yeah. Christian was tipping back in his chair one night, and he fell back after my dad told him not to do it. My dad's like, "Well, that's what you get."
Yeah, I mean,
it was funny. It wasn't funny back then, but like now, it's like hilarious.
Yeah, looking back on it, it's like, oh yeah, that was a funny time.
Remember when when what was I gonna say?
Woo! He's got thoughts popping out of nowhere. You got thoughts disappearing out of nowhere. What? You remember it?
I'm just trying to make it entertaining. I'm trying to I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing about podcasts. Like, you don't. That's what kind of sucked about our old ones was. It's not. I don't really say we're more experienced now, but there's a lot of dead spots.
Yeah.
Like of us just like thinking of what to say.
Or just staring at each other in a circle. Like, who's gonna talk now?
Yeah, I remember one with Brian, and we just kind of like looking at each other like, I don't know. It was the same thing. Like, we're all ready to go. Brian was like drilling at me with questions. He's like, this, that. I'm like, oh, these are great topics. Let's just turn the mics on. I turn the mics on, turn the camera on, and then it's like everything shuts off. And I was like, we were just like, oh, what do you want to talk about? I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like.
So, if you do make music, are you gonna record yourself rapping it, or are you gonna make a music video too?
I'll make a music video once I get the song fully done.
Yeah, what you do is you get the song, you record the audio of it, and then you edit the audio so it's good quality, whatever, with the beat and whatever you want, and then you just use that when you do the music video. So you want the audio first, make sure that's good because that's the song, and then you do the music video where a lot of people they play the song. You ever see behind the scenes of music videos?
Yeah.
They have a song playing, and you're kind of saying it, but you're mostly lipping it because you want the highest quality of it, which is the song you recorded in the studio, and then you go with that. I remember I had just random music video ideas in my head. I'm I can't. I'm not musically talented, so I'm I wish I knew somebody that was, and then I can make a music video for him.
Yeah.
I knew a few people, but they backed out last minute. They asked me to make it, and I'm like, yeah, sure. This guy I used to work with, I guess, I don't know if it was his brother or if it was his cousin, but I guess he's not famous, but he's a rapper, and he makes enough money to support himself. He's not famous, but it's a 9-to-5 job, whatever, and he asked me to make a music video for him. I showed, yeah, sure, let's do it. But then I just didn't hear anything else from it.
Yeah, not gonna say who it was, but I played a beat, I played my beat, and my dad took a video of it and put it on his story.
Oh, yeah?
Like, rappers that he knows was like, oh, are you a rapper too? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, oh, give me a list of rapper names that you, like, people who you listen to. And I'll try to make a beat, like, their type of beats. Never got anything. That was, like, a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Still haven't gotten a single beat.
Yeah. It's like, all right, yeah, just let me know.
Have you tried to talk to him?
Yeah, I talked to him too. I let him know my email and everything, and never got a response.
I remember, this is a little off topic, but I started a photography page on Instagram, and this lady liked one of my pictures, and, like, you know, people liked it, you know, because I used hashtags, people I didn't know liked it, but hers stood out because it had a blue check mark. I was like, blue check mark? So I clicked on it, and it was some famous comedian. I don't even know her name, I've never heard of her before, but obviously she's famous enough to have a blue check mark. So,
verified.
Yeah, she's verified,
yeah.
So... And I looked her up. She is, like, famous, and she's on, like, people's podcasts. And I forget what I said, but it's something about my YouTube channel or something. Just, like, no comment, nothing. Really.
I feel like...
Yeah.
I just thought about this. I think that, like, if you do a podcast or something, I think, like, if you do post it on YouTube, I think, like, the most entertaining parts, like, something funny that happens, or... Like, you should post on YouTube. I mean TikTok or something like that. Like the small
clips of it. Yeah, that's what I plan on doing with my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
The animation I want to do if I ever get to it, the Meet Joe. I have episode 1 and 2 already up. Started kind of working on episode 3, but like one of episode 3, the audio got messed up. Like the beginning of it was nice and clear, but all of a sudden it started like the rest of it sounded like this, and I have no clue why or what happened. But I was gonna take like the funniest part of the show and clip like a 10-second clip and just put that on TikTok. Mm-hmm. It's like, click the link to watch the rest of the show type thing. What was that face? You looked like you were about to throw up.
I burped.
Oh, burped with his mouth shut.
You can put your YouTube in your TikTok thing.
What, just a clip of it? Like straight from YouTube?
No, like you don't have to put a link or anything. You can...
Bio? In your bio?
No, not in... Here, I'll show you.
Oh, like a button that pops up on your TikTok?
Yeah.
Like an actual button?
I'll show you.
Oh yeah, I've been wanting to ask you while you looked that up. How's your mustache coming? You said you were growing out.
Good.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
You feel anything there?
Yep. How
How long have you been growing that out?
I don't know.
A day.
About 13 years?
Yeah.
You guys gonna grow big beards when you can?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably just like my dad.
Yeah. I can't grow. I grow
Like-
straight down my neck.
Yeah.
See at the bottom.
Nice.
Breaks his phone.
See at the bottom where it says social. You can add your YouTube and Instagram.
So it's like right in the video?
No. Here, let me see.
Oh, I got control of his
Come on,
TikTok
let me
now.
see.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's go ahead
Stop,
and block
no.
myself. Can you believe that? My own nephew has me blocked on TikTok.
Lame.
Loser. No,
Like the guy from SpongeBob.
yeah.
This guy stinks.
Just blow this whistle and it'll attract the jellyfish. Okay.
Yeah.
Loser.
Yeah.
Loser. I don't think this is working. It's funny, like, even as, like, I'm almost 25 years old, and I still think SpongeBob jokes are funny. Like, my friend at work came up to me, and instantly I knew what he was doing. He goes, "Hi, how are you doing?"
Yeah. I still watch SpongeBob. It's so weird now because they have, like, Camp Coral. It's like...
They got new episodes?
Yeah, it's like real, like... Almost like animation, like the clay animation.
Oh, okay.
But it's like...
Right.
It's weird.
Like, it'll pop up right there.
Oh, yeah.
Make your YouTube and Instagram.
That's the bio. That's what Julian said.
That's not your bio.
Yeah, that's part of your bio.
No.
Let me see.
Yeah, it is.
Like, see how YouTube pops up right there.
Yeah, and you can do Instagram
Oh,
there.
yeah.
I already have that.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
I just went on your account. You don't have anything.
Yeah, I do. I did.
You don't.
Alright, we're going to get into this. We're getting into this. Alright? I'm getting my TikTok out. I used to. Oh, maybe I deleted it when I deleted all my videos.
You can't. I don't think you can delete it.
Once you put it on? Oh yeah, it's not there.
Remember your video that got deleted?
What do you mean?
When you were in your car and you're like this? You're with an Infinity War sound to it.
Infinity War?
Or Endgame or whatever it was.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
The TikTok video. I'm like, that got taken down.
Yeah.
Out of everything that, because I don't know. Out of all the stuff that's on TikTok that's like super inappropriate, that little joke got taken down. So I was annoyed. I'm hoping none of these cameras shut off. Would be pretty good. Squares are still falling on your face. I wonder why.
Yeah, mine's, I get the...
Yeah, you got the white one now. I got the gray one. Amazon's watching. I just fully charged my camera. I don't know why it only has 70 minutes left.
It was just full charge.
I know it doesn't die. It usually dies this fast. What's going on? Oh, maybe it's because it's projecting it to the TV screen. That's why.
69 minutes left.
They know who there was the joke that we didn't want to put in here.
No, see that? Believe it or not, that type of joke is not bad compared to what Christian was saying.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm surprised Christian's...
Or what he was doing.
Yeah. Like, me and Brian were literally screaming at him, stop! And he was going for like 20 minutes. I'm like, you understand this is 20 minutes of the podcast that I have to take out.
Yeah.
And he was just, I think he was overtired. He was like laughing. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he would do it, laugh, and while he's laughing, we'll tell him to stop, and then he'll do it again, laugh.
Like, no one wants to hear in the freaking mic the whole damn time.
So there's going to be a big spot where it's going to be us talking and then just us cut to like a half hour later.
Yeah.
I'm like, that
Thanks,
makes the
Christian.
podcast...
We only got a 2-minute video.
Yeah, less longer. The longer a video is, the more YouTube will promote it.
Yeah.
So it's like if I have to take a half hour out of the video...
Like, this video will probably take like a day or so to upload.
No, it's not going to take that long to upload. I'm saying promotion-wise, they'll promote it to more people's things if it's longer.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Upload time, it won't take that long. I remember when I first got a YouTube channel, it took forever. Like when I was in middle school and I got my first YouTube channel, I'd make like a 12-minute long little vlog of me and
I want to get into. I want to do editing too. Like I want to do I want to make a YouTube channel, where. If I want to get to editing, and then where people know that I'm good at editing stuff, and then when they ask me to edit things, I'll edit things for them, and then I want to post what I edited for them in my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But obviously, I would say that it's their song or whatever they wanted me to edit.
Yeah. There's a guy that does that. He makes videos for people, and he'll be like, he'll show his interview with them when he's asking for the charge, and he goes, "All right, you can pay me $3,000 for this video." And he'll ask you, is that okay with you? The guy's like, that's kind of expensive. He goes, okay, well, you can pay me 50% of what this video makes you. And he goes, well, that's going to be a lot more than $3,000. He goes, so you can either pay me $3,000 before I make the video, or don't pay me anything at all, but after I make the video, I get 50% of the profits. And the guy's like, well, what if the video is super popular? He goes, well, that's the point, if it is.
I was thinking, if we do it in the barn, we could get a bunch of those the foam things you had to for the noise.
Oh yeah.
Echo. We could put those up in the background so it's not like the wood in the barn.
Wow, the wood style, if you make it right, that old-fashioned style would look cool as a background. Those foam things didn't really work out well. I had them, and I guess I'm kind of soft-spoken, so when it echoes off the wall, it makes me sound louder.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really notice the echo. It wasn't annoying to me, but when I put the soundproofing stuff, you could barely hear what I'm saying. Not barely hear, but it's just it almost sounded better echoing off the wall.
Yeah. I'm blanking. I just thought of something in my head and now I'm thinking. Pressure.
I just looked, and the last time I posted something on YouTube was 9 months ago. Or a year ago. Around that time.
I can't see my last thing I posted, but the last thing I posted was 2 years ago. A year ago. Hold on, let me look this up here. So weird how much stuff. I had the podcast channel. I had 50 vlogs that were 45 minutes to an hour long. Then I had my main channel, which I deleted a bunch of videos. I went through a thing where if it was under 20 views, I just deleted them.
Mm-hmm.
But I probably made 1,000 videos. It's crazy. Then I have my gaming channel I'm starting, where I had 25 videos.
Out of all your videos, all the views, how much do you think you would have made?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Because YouTube changed it when I was in high school, where you had to get so many views a month to make money. So, like, you had to make 1 million views a month or something.
Do you think
I would never hit that.
if you made a podcast, like say there was like adults, would you allow swearing, or would you tell them not to swear, or if they did swear, would you like bleep it out?
It depends. Like
not copyright, but where you have to pay for the swears in the video.
You don't have to pay, but you get demonetized, after so many swears. But it depends what audience you're trying to reach. Like if you're trying to be a family-oriented podcast, then you don't want to swear and stuff. But if your target audience is adults, then swear.
Yeah, there's
and be
an
relatable.
option on YouTube now. I don't know if it's been there, but it says yes, made for kids, or no, made for
there's 3 options. You can do just general, like it's not made exactly for kids.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can do it now. We can make it say like, oh, I specifically made this for kids. And now you also, it's been there for a while. You also have the option for 18 or older.
Yeah.
So where you can swear and all that. I really don't care about swearing and all that because I'm not making money anyways, and I don't care if I get demonetized. I just don't want my video taken down, because eventually if I get popular enough, I'm gonna start a Patreon, so my fans can directly support me.
Yeah.
Because now, I don't know, trying to do ads is they're so picky. You're not gonna make any money. The reason I don't want swearing and stuff in videos with you guys is obviously you guys are just kids, especially what Christian was saying.
Yeah, he's 10.
Yeah, it's you're freaking 10. I don't even want to hear you saying that off camera. Never mind on camera. You kids these days.
I'll be pointing at the camera, swearing, and then all you hear is nothing because it's just beep, 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 beep.
I have a vlog with my friend Noah, and I didn't do a bleep. I did a quack, and I put a duck face over his mouth so you can see what word he was saying.
Yeah.
But I was so pissed at him because I had to edit 90% of the video, because it was a video that I thought was really funny, so I didn't want to delete it. But I'm like, you know how much I had to edit that video because you just wouldn't stop?
Yeah.
And he's just he pretended to pull his pants down and stuff, so you didn't see anything, it was just underwear or whatever, but I just didn't want that in the video, so it was just a duck. I'm stop, just stop, I have to edit all this, just stop. Funny. I hope that camera's still going. I have it plugged in so it doesn't die.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras.
Yeah, so the 3 cameras are each for our faces, and then that main camera. So, A, if any of these cameras don't work, I can just use that one, and B, that's the wide angle shot. And also, this one we can make sure is working because it's on the TV, and we can see the audio, because all the audio is going to that camera.
You guys take 62 minutes left.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to put it on the charger after. It goes up to 180 minutes.
It's like a movie.
Huh?
It's like a movie.
Oh, yeah. A whole length of a movie. An hour long is, a movie, or a half an hour, like my vlogs.
How do you know if that one's working? The one that's pointing at me.
You don't really. That one I should have flipped the screen. Let me flip it.
And look at the other one.
That one's still going.
It's still going. Dang, it's right on me.
That one's still going.
You're just getting...
Eventually, if I know these are consistent, I'll just be you say something to the camera, you just look at your camera, and then you'll know. At the end, say if I was just shout out your channel or whatever, people can look at their camera, because it would just be them.
Yeah. So this one's pointing at me, so I wouldn't be oh, hey.
Yeah, or looking at that camera. But the thing about these is, another thing I'm worried about, is they all record at a different quality. So they might not line up. If I put that footage in first from the main camera, that's what the editor will set up to. So then how many pixels or whatever, or FPS. So say this one's way off, but the editor is set up to that one, then our audio, our mouths are going to be moving at different...
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be like a Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
where like they dub it over, like you know when they're like Godzilla. But it's like you said a whole sentence there. I just heard one word.
Yeah. Because it was what? Spanish or Chinese?
Japanese. Yeah.
Japanese.
Spanish.
China.
Is that China or Japanese?
Yeah.
You guys see the new Spider-Man movie yet?
No, but I want
Oh,
to.
yeah, I want to see it
You
too.
into Marvel movies at all?
Yeah.
Have you seen?
I like DC
Yeah, I
better,
like-
but I like Spider-Man.
Yeah. I like
DC
the
better.
Flash.
Yeah, I like that
Flash is DC.
Flash. Yeah, Flash is DC.
Did you see the saw behind the scenes footage someone recorded on TikTok that the new Batman's going to be in the new Flash movie?
Really?
Yeah, they're
Batman
making
trailer?
another Batman.
I know, it's like every time they make a new Batman movie, they get a new guy.
Yeah, I know.
You know, in the Flash movie, the Flash, like, the, what is it, CW shows on Netflix. I watched them, like, the Green Arrow or the Flash or, like, Supergirl and stuff.
Yeah.
They're DC, so, like, they're all on each other's shows, and they go to Gotham City and stuff,
Yeah.
and they talk about Batman, but Batman's never in it, and there's not a show for Batman. I think that would be cool if they made it, like, CW made
Yeah,
it.
Gotham. They're the show Gotham.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
No,
That's
but
about Batman.
yeah, but that's not what I meant.
You want a show just about Batman?
No. Like
Adult Batman?
in the Flash and Supergirl and like
Green Arrow.
Green Arrow, like there would be like 3 episodes in a row. Like there would be like
Oh, crossover episode?
yeah.
Yeah.
There would be like they would go in. There were like in the middle of a season, there would be like 3 episodes in a row that you would have to watch
Yeah.
for it to make sense.
Yeah. That's how
And
somebody's doing it.
And some of them they would go to Gotham City, and they would talk about Batman and things like that. But Batman will never be in it, or there's not a show for Batman that.
So you're hoping they make one
Yeah.
so he appears?
Yeah.
They're kind of
But-
hinting to him?
Yeah.
When they build stuff up like that, you're like, this show better be really good. Like
Yeah,
when it
that's
comes
what-
out.
yeah.
But I don't think that they're gonna do that because the shows wouldn't be able to connect because they already said they're not gonna make any more Green Arrow episodes.
What I don't like about I don't really watch any of the shows like the Marvel or DC really. Can't keep up. Like I'm keeping up with all the movies,
Yeah.
but when it comes to the shows, that's just like way too many hours. And then
Like the Flash episodes, every season, like if you put all those seasons together, you would be watching like
yeah, like
5 days worth of Flash. Like
10 movies. Yeah,
It's all like 42 minutes long.
but one thing I don't like about like the DC shows compared to the Marvel shows is like Marvel characters are the same characters that are in the movies. Like it would be like the say Loki from Avengers.
Yeah.
It's the same guy in each movie. DC, like the Superman that's in the movies, is a different Superman than that's in the TV show.
Yeah.
That kind of I don't know. I don't like that.
No.
Now they can say it's like a whole multiverse thing, like that's a different universe.
Yeah.
You know.
And they keep changing the suits too.
Yeah, the suits, the character. They they change their characters too
Like
much.
the Flash suit and the I forget what movie it was. It was a new Avengers movie, and the Flash suit was like made out of metal,
Yeah.
but the rest is just made out of like leather.
Well, I think they kind of hinted to the multiverse because then one of the Flashes go to the other Flash's universe.
Yeah.
The guy from the movie went from to.
And was it Eobarthon or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who?
And
there is.
Cisco Ramon was the guy who could breach them through different Earths and different parallel verses and
Oh, okay.
Flashpoint.
So they're doing that.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Come on, come back to me. Thought it was about the multiverses. Come on. Oh, it wasn't about multiverses, but in DC films, like so many people are like changing characters. Like Batman, for example, it's like a different guy every movie. But like Marvel is pretty consistent with all their people. Like look at Wolverine; it's like the same guy for 17 years, and then
And
Iron
they
Man
changed the name to Logan.
10. Well, that's what his name was.
Yeah, but when they were making all the movies, it was X-Men.
Well, yeah, because that one was just about like him as a person. Because Wolverine is a Superman. His superhero name, his real name's Logan. So that's like, if they make a movie about Superman and then like, one is about like him as a person, would be like Clark Kent or something.
Yeah.
Like to be like kind of a deeper meaning, I guess.
Because I never seen the movie, I just know that the guy who the Logan movie is Wolverine.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie, but it's just
Because
odd how it's
just about him.
Yeah.
Even though there is 2 other movies just about him.
Mhm.
There's X-Men Origins Wolverine, and then Wolverine, and then Logan, which is his like human name.
Yeah, that's the newest one.
If you guys were to have superpowers, what would it be?
Speed.
Just speed?
Easy.
I think
Either speed or in being invincible.
Invincible?
Yeah.
I think probably like
Brian spent some deep thought into this.
probably like Cisco and Flash
Oh yeah.
being
What
able
does he
to
do?
go into like
Oh, what does he go to parallel universes?
yeah, but he can what is it called? What can he do?
Breaches?
Yeah, he can like breach places.
What, like banks?
Yeah.
What?
Brian's thinking about stealing
like-
some money.
He opens up a breach and you can go
Like a portal.
different Earths and
Different places on where you
Yeah.
are.
Oh yeah, so going to different like universes.
like go to
and
the
stuff.
moon in like 2 seconds.
Oh,
Just
okay.
open a breach and you're on the moon.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Watchmen?
Oh wait, let me finish.
Watch me.
I have one more thing. I have one more thing.
That's probably
Like I can be right here and I'll just walk into a breach and be on the other side of the room.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
teleport.
Yeah.
I've heard that name, Watchmen. Can't remember what it is.
I think it was a solo thing, but DC, it's a DC thing now. I think they bought it. But Dr. Manhattan, all his powers, I'd want. Like he can see into the future, he can teleport, he can basically do all of that. But he's like also invincible. He can change his size and like, Thanos, like his glove. Yeah, snap. Like he can change your reality. Like if you shoot a gun at him, he'll
Yeah.
just turn the bullets into bubbles. That's like one of Dr. Manhattan's powers already. Like he's like in one of the scenes, the guy's like, "Why didn't you stop like the guy from shooting that guy? You can turn the gun into snowflakes. Like why didn't you do that?" And the
Yeah.
guy's just like, "I don't know."
And Green Lantern's pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, just whatever he thinks of the ring.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You ever see Deadpool where Ryan Reynolds makes fun of the Green Lantern movies?
Oh, we've been on for an hour.
Well, not exactly, because the beginning
Oh,
we
yeah.
were setting it all up.
It's
So
been like
Well, just
35
about.
minutes.
55 minutes. Almost an hour. Why, is that your way of saying you want to wrap it up?
No.
No.
Keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling. We're doing it
I'm
live.
looking over here, but I forgot my camera's pointing towards this way.
Yeah, but this time this is kind of practice run, so this might be the only camera if these
Oh,
ones don't
okay.
work out,
Alright.
because I haven't done this many cameras yet. So yeah, he's just making that.
Look at Brian. Can you see his eyes?
Yeah, Brian, can you see? You are Batman. It's just your mouth. Go, I am Batman. Say it.
No.
No. Say, where is Rachel? Where is she? Move your hair up. I just want to see. Haven't seen your face in a few years. Why do you wear it like that? Like why?
Just like
Because I know it's not just you. It's like all the guys on TikToks, probably everybody on your school.
I want it
does the
to be
same
puffed
stuff.
up, but it just goes down.
Well, yeah, you gotta put product in it.
I cut my hair.
You gotta put stuff in it to make it go up.
No, I
Those
don't.
hairs don't naturally go up.
Like, I want it to just be like this.
Yeah, you gotta put stuff in it.
What?
I don't know, different stuff. You probably have,
Gel.
That almost seems like you
No.
want to curl it up. You gotta curl it a bit, I guess. I don't know.
Perm.
You gotta do a perm in the front.
Perm.
If I don't put stuff in my hair, it's just like and like it flops in my face,
Yeah.
and it's like it's frizzy and it flops forward. That's why it's not in my face right now. I learned that last year, 2020, when I tried to grow up my hair for the first time. I'm like, what? How do people do this?
Yeah.
Why do people like long hair? It's in my face.
Yeah.
Like trying to do something, it's flopping down. But now I realize I'm like, oh, the people that grow their long hair out, like celebrities and stuff, put stuff in it.
That's why I don't like having long hair. Like, it never works for me.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like my hair grows so fast. You know how there's like short hair, which looks neat,
Mhm.
and then you get that awkward stage where it looks like crap, no matter what you do to it, and then it's long hair. Well, when I have short hair, my hair grows so fast, it becomes that awkward stage so quick. So I'm like always cutting it, and it's like always that like in that awkward stage. So I'm like screw it, let me just try growing it out and
Yeah.
then see if it's easier that way. So far, it kind of has been. I just put some pomade in just the front, so it's out of my face, and then that's it.
Whoosh.
I'm done. I wake up and just put some pomade in the front, and boom, done.
There's that awkward silence.
No, I look over at Brian. He looks like he's in deep thought, so I keep thinking he's about to say something, and then he
I feel like
just
he's gonna
doesn't.
like punch somebody or something. Looking at me like that.
He's like, "How dare you guys make fun of my hair?"
Yeah.
He goes, "All the TikTok guys have."
I've been thinking about restarting my YouTube channel. Like, I only have a couple videos on there.
Well, why restart it? That's my biggest regret, is deleting my other videos. Because the more videos you have, your channel is slowly accumulating
Yeah, but
views.
there's only 3 videos on there.
Yeah, but just keep them. And then you can look back at them and use them.
Just private.
Or, yeah, at least private them. So if you change your mind later, you can unprivate. Like I privated my videos.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow.
Did you use your Dunkin' Donuts gift card yet?
No.
No?
Why?
I was just wondering.
Yeah.
I see your coffee.
What?
Your coffee made me want coffee.
Oh.
Yeah.
So now you want to order Dunkin's.
I don't know. I might.
I only have $12. Well, I have 2.
$12. What's that? The price of one coffee now?
Yeah.
I went to the
If that-
movies. I went to the movies to see Spider-Man, and just for a medium soda and a medium popcorn, it was $20. And I was like, "What?
This
Are
is
you
my phone.
crazy?"
$20.
Oh, this is a perfect time to tell my Spider-Man story. Did I tell you it, Brian, yet?
Yeah.
Julian doesn't know. I'll tell on the podcast. So my friend and I, guy from work, I don't know if he wants to be mentioned on the podcast yet, so I'm not going to say his name yet. Maybe in later podcasts, but we went to see the Spider-Man movie. We went to a theater. I'm not going to put them on blast because they gave me free tickets after this, but we went to the theater, and I told them, I go, if we're going to see the Spider-Man movie, we got to get tickets ahead of time, because the number one, like the most anticipated movie of the year, if we get them last minute, we're going to get crappy seats. And he's like, "Oh, we'll figure it out a day." I'm like, "All right, it's coming out." I was on vacation. I was like, "It's coming out, I think, Saturday." I'm like, "So we can't get them on Saturday."
Yeah.
Saturday morning, calls me up. He's at work. I'm still on vacation. He's like, "Bro, we got to see that Spider-Man movie before people spoil it for us." I was like, "Well, let me see if this." I doubt there's any seats left. There was, and they were at the very front of the theater. So I'm like, "You sure you want to see it?" And then he's like, "Yeah, I still want to see it." Then I'm like, "Oh, well, you know what? That theater, the seats recline, so I guess it's okay." So we get them. When we go, we get our food, whatever. Super expensive now. We get there. He gets in his seat, and he reclines all the way back. And he's like, "This isn't so bad. We are in the front row, and it's a little uncomfortable."
Yeah.
I go, "Okay." I get my seat, hit the button to recline, nothing. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
it's the only seat left, so I can't. It's not like I can move seats. Like
Yeah.
I can't go to one that works. I'm like, no way. I'm like, I'm gonna ask for my money back because I'm not watching the movie like this. I'm like, because I would literally have to go like this, looking straight up at the screen if I'm not laid back.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not watching. I'm like, it's not Spider-Man. I can't ruin Spider-Man. So I tell the guy, I'm like, "Hey, my seat's not reclining." And he's like, "Okay, yes, sir. We'll definitely get working on that." And then he goes back straight face to help somebody else. I was like, okay. So I go back to the theater. I go back to the theater, and my friend has my seat flipped upside down. And I'm like, what is this guy doing? He's like, "I'm looking at the wires, seeing if something's wrong under here." I'm like, "All right, I guess let's look at the wires."
Oh, wow.
One was actually deattached. It was like a weird wire. It was like a long metal pole. And I'm like, "Let's just slide that pole into this like box thing," and then it turned on. So I put my seat back. I'm like, "Nice, I can recline." And the movie's, it's in the last few previews. My friend goes, "I'm just going to take a pee real quick, right before the movie starts so I don't have to get up." All right, yeah, no problem. He leaves. He comes back. He's like, "Bro, they're talking about evacuating the theater." I was like, we mess with each other. So I'm like, "Yeah, all right." And I'm eating. I actually got Skittles. He got the popcorn. He was complaining about the $20 popcorn, but
Yeah.
I was just snacking on my Skittles. And he's like, "No, I'm serious. I think it smelled like a burning wire." I'm like, "Yeah, burning wire, what? Because I plugged my seat in." "Yeah, right." And I'm like eating. And he's like, "No, I'm serious. They're going to evacuate." And I'm like, "Bro, you're really going along with this joke." I'm like, "I get it. Like, let's, watch the movie." And then a few minutes later, this guy comes in and goes, "I'm sorry, but we all going to evacuate the theater." And I'm like, "Wow, you're being serious." So we all had to leave, and on the way out, we're like, do we get our money back or whatever? They're like, oh, we'll give you refunds, when you get, come back, but we got to evacuate the theater. We're like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, what do you want to do now? I'm like, we're already out. We had to drive all the way to Hooksett. I'm like, we're already down here. You want to just grab a bite to eat at like an Applebee's or something? He goes, yeah, sure. Ironically, we go to an Applebee's, and the waitress there goes, hey, I remember you guys. We're like, you do? And she goes, yeah, last time you were here because the fair you tried to go to got canceled. And we're like,
wow.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, it's bad luck every time we hang out. She goes, what brings you here today? I'm like, the theater we were just at got evacuated.
That's unbelievable.
So then he goes, oh, I found tickets at the theater down the street, another theater for 11 o'clock because we went to the 9 o'clock one. Mm-hmm. You want to just do that and then we can get our money back at the other place, like the next day or whatever? I'm like, yeah, sure, buy the 11 o'clock ones. He does, and he got messed up. He accidentally bought it for a theater in Texas, and they wouldn't give him a refund.
Wow.
So I'm like, I'll just buy the tickets. So I bought it for the theater down the street, and we walk in, and the guy at the counter goes, we're like, oh, has it been busy with Spider-Man? And he goes, wasn't too bad, but a bunch of people come from the theater up the street. Luckily, you guys came to this one. I guess there was a bomb threat at that one. I was like, it was a bomb threat? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, holy crap. I'm like, that's the one we just came from. We're coming from there, too. He's like, oh, wow. And I was like, geez, that's what that was?
A bomb threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At a Hooksett movie theater?
Yeah.
You hear about that?
I think the same thing happened.
Give me my Spider-Man tickets. I'll bomb this
Well,
place.
now they know we live in... Where we live.
Well, yeah, we've said Henniker already, Hooksett, and all that. As long as you don't, like, say your address, you're good.
Well, I live on... No, I'm kidding.
Well, a little.
There was a threat, a shooting threat, like, to a bunch of schools in the United States.
And, on that TikTok thing?
Yeah, and so at my middle school and high school, if you were out that day, it was an excused absence.
Yeah, it should be. Should be excused. It's your safety. Especially nowadays with all the crazy stuff you see on the news. They shouldn't force you to go to school for that if you are.
My school is in, like, the back.
Did you have an excused absence?
No. Because my school is a charter school, but it's, like, a wicked small school. And it's, like, almost in the woods.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you gotta drive down this road all the way to the back of the road, and it's right there.
Oh, probably more secured.
Yeah.
Security. Yeah, it's weird. What were they saying? I think somebody was asking me, they're like, why would they shut down the schools? Don't they have metal detectors? I'm like, no. Only, like, certain schools have them.
Yeah, like, big schools, like, Founders,
Yeah.
has security.
Yeah, they're not that great.
Yeah.
Like, I was when I was at... we should bleep out the name of the school, but when I went there, it's a campus, and I was getting kind of nervous, because when I was going there, it was school shooting after school shooting on the news. And when you're leaving one building to the other, you're just a massive crowd of people way out in the open. There's nothing stopping a guy. Like, yeah, there's security, but if a guy runs on and starts, going ballistic, a lot of people are going to get hurt before the security gets to him and stops him. So I legit, that was back when, like, Sandy Hook just happened and all that. I was, like, looking around, like, I'm, like, going between buildings. I'm like,
great.
Yeah, let's get to the other building.
I've heard that if you go to that school, you don't play sports, you're not popular, you don't do, like, anything active, you get bullied. You basically just, like...
Wait, where?
Get kicked under the bus.
You don't get bullied, really, but there is kind of a thing, if you're not on the sports team, the teachers kind of do overlook you.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, whatever. You can fail, it's good.
Yeah, you can go drive in the back of a dump truck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what school?
The one
we were just talking about.
The one you went to?
Yeah.
Is that the one Peyton goes to?
Hmm?
Is that the one that Peyton goes to?
Yeah.
I have no clue.
Yeah, cause
I was talking to my mom, like, why didn't we just stay, like, in the city we lived at, so I could go to that school too? And she goes, because the things that you do, you'd be expelled.
Yeah.
At that
They're
school.
real picky. Yeah.
very strict.
She goes, the school you go to at now are are a lot better than...
Lenient.
Yeah.
I remember this girl I felt so bad for. She, straight A student, like super good. She got a concussion she played on all the sports teams. She got a bad concussion, like hurt her brain really bad, and she was out. But she was doing all her schoolwork on the computer while she was out, and she got back to school and they wouldn't let her graduate because they're like, oh well, if you do it on the computer, it's only half credits, so you gotta do summer classes. And she's like, I did all my work, and I'm like a straight A student. Like, why are you doing this to me? And like, she actually was on the news for suing that school.
She sued the school?
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, because they wouldn't let her graduate. They're like, oh, it technically doesn't count. She's like, why not? I did all the work at home while I was in bed rest for my concussion.
Like, if I knew I would have to take several classes anyways, I would just take that time off that I'm going to have to do in the summer.
Yeah, to heal. Like,
yeah.
She's like, I was healing and I was also pushing myself to do the schoolwork. And they're like, yeah, it only counts as half credits because you did it at home.
Because if they told me, if that was going to happen to me and they told me before they were going to say that, and I would just not do the schoolwork anyways and do it in the summer.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny how you said you would get expelled for the things you do.
Mm-hmm.
This guy I work with now, we just realized we both went to that school. He's a lot older than me. He's like in his 50s.
Oh.
He goes, yeah, I went there. He goes, I went there for about 3 weeks. And I was like, 3 weeks? He goes, yeah, they kicked me out. I was like, oh. I'm like, yeah, I went there the full 4 years.
Yeah, one thing I don't like about school is it's very easy to get bad grades. And it's like, you spend all day learning about it, and they give you homework, you go home and you do it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you go back the next day and you pass your homework in or on the computer now. You pass it in, and then you get an F. It's like, but this is the same thing we did in school, and you're just giving us more. I don't understand why.
I think a lot of people are slowly starting to realize that now. Like, I see online all the time, people complaining about that. It's like,
yeah.
They feel like they teach this. You have thousands of kids, all individuals, all learn different ways, and they just have this one way of teaching you, and that's it. And it's like, well, obviously the kids that learn that one way are going to they're going to be straight A students.
Yeah.
Then they realize when kids graduate and they go to different fields, different jobs, and they excel like crazy, and it's like, well, where was this in school? It's like, well, I learned differently here. Like,
yeah. And
like,
I like the algebra stuff and the geometry. It's like, when are we ever going to do this?
So,
yeah.
Last year,
start doing it.
Well, yeah.
Last year, I had bad grades because, like, you're doing it on remote most of the year and stuff like that. I had, like, really bad grades. And then at the beginning of this year, like, I like, my grades were good. Like, I had, like, so many A's.
Yeah.
And a lot of things. And that was just at the first, I have 3 trimesters in 1 year, and that was the first trimester I had perfect grades. And then at the beginning of this trimester, I was quarantining, so my grades are bad again. And then...
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, so I gotta get them back up when I go back to school. And then... I forget where I read it. I think it was on the news. It said that they're going to be closing schools again due to COVID. So there's my grades going down again.
Yeah, I hope they don't do that. There's so many like different rules about that now. But
I hope they don't do that when I'm in high school.
I remember in high school in my math class, I'm getting flummy. I always struggled in math, but this one class I was getting A's. I'm like, I'm doing real great. All the homework was A's, blah blah blah. So my overall grade was A. One test is worth 50% of all your grade. And I got like a C on it, and it brought my whole grade down. I was like, I hate when they do that. And it was like there wasn't many questions on it. So like, if you got like one wrong, it's like already 25% of the test is wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on. But I remember this one teacher in middle school was my math teacher. I had this huge math project, and it had a due date, and he would let people pass it in, and you get A, B, C, whatever your grade was. I had my sister look at it, not Mummy, my sister Gina, and she looked over my thing before I passed it in. She goes, "Oh yeah, you did good." She's all older than me. She helped me with it. She's like, "It should be like at least a B." I'm like, "All right, that's cool." I went to go pass it in, and because I was in his homeroom or advisory, I don't know what you guys call it, if you guys have that homeroom. He's like, no, because we go over math in homeroom, so I want it to be an A, or I won't let you pass it in. I was like, okay. But what I didn't know was he marked it late every day and was taking points off. I'm like, that's not fair, so I got an F on it, and I failed the class.
That's annoying.
Nana and Papa went to the school. They were pissed off about that. They're like,
I hate when teachers do that. It's like, oh, if it's not an A, then I'm not doing it.
Oh yeah, that happened last year. I did like with art. Remember, with my art class, you were helping me, and the teacher was out of school, so I was gonna fail that class because she wasn't grading the things. And it was the end of the trimester, and I had to get my stuff in by that time, and she wasn't grading them.
Yeah. I remember one time when I was in elementary school, I had an extra help class I went to, and I kept, I'm, like, one of the things is, like, even if I have F or whatever, I'm really good at handing in my paper. I was organized. I always handed in my homework. I never, ever lost my homework. I remember in elementary school, I'm not going to say the teacher or what grade, but she kept saying I wasn't passing in my homework. Marking them 0, 0. My parents are getting angry at me, and I'm like, I'm passing it in. I put it in the folder. So my helper teacher, she eventually went into my class and found all my homework buried under my teacher's mess. Like, she had a messy desk, and all my papers were lost in her mess. Like, I was like, so I eventually got all that, and my grade went up to an A, and I was like, you almost failed me because you were too lazy to look for my papers.
Yeah.
It's little things like that that annoy me with, like, you know, school systems.
Like back on the thing with the whole, if it's not an A, it's like, cool, well, you're lucky I even did it. I could have just been like, screw you and not do anything for you.
Yeah.
It's like, cool, well, now I'm not going to pass because you.
Yeah. I remember I struggled, so I'd do homework till almost 8 at night every night. So it's like, you start your day at 7, whatever, go to school, get home, have a snack, and then do homework till like 8, and it's like your whole childhood, I guess, is gone because you're doing schoolwork.
Yeah.
You were about to say something.
Does that have a back camera?
Huh?
Does that have like a back camera?
Yeah, it's not that good as quality.
Oh.
What were you gonna say? Flip it so we
Yeah.
can see if it's recording? Yeah. It's like foggy and scratched now because it's so old. But yeah, I think we got enough time. Hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys want to wrap it up. You got anything else to say?
Nope.
I'm gonna shout out your Instagram, social medias again.
No.
The Real J Mike 603 Instagram.
Alrighty.
Follow me. If you don't,
We'll send you back to school.
and I'll grade you a F.
You don't want to say your YouTube idea yet? No? Alrighty. See you guys later.